Welcome to Boomhauer69's channel, and today Boomhauer is going to be reading this article about a product that Makita tool line come out with. If you don't know what Makita is a company that makes a line of cordless battery operated tools, from drills to hammers to even coffee makers, from coffee pot makers and a whole bunch of other stuff. They even recently, about a year or two, came out with this line called the Makita Outdoor Adventures, and that's a line of basically cordless, battery powered stuff for like people who like to do outdoor adventures and stuff. And if I ever get the money in the near future, I do plan on doing some of the reviewing some of the Makita outdoor adventure stuff. But this is the kind of stuff I'm into, so thought I would share my thoughts on this. And I'm going to read the article, and then at the end I'll give my thoughts. Makita is really launching a cordless microwave. This is the name of the article. Again, from toolguide.com. Makita is adding a cordless microwave to their XGT system of cordless power tools. And here's a picture of what the microwave looks like. Now, I don't know a lot about Makita tools. I actually don't own any Makita tools. I mostly know a lot about DeWalt, because that's what I have personally for like a battery tool line, is a lot of DeWalt tools. So I know more about DeWalt tools than I do Makitas. I need to start educating myself on all of them, like Milwaukee, Ryobi, and all of the platforms. But I unfortunately don't. I know a lot more about DeWalt stuff than Makita, so I don't know what all battery types Makita has, and this is the first time I ever heard of the XGT system, because I don't, again, pay a whole lot of attention to a lot of these tools and stuff, which I need to do better at that. But Makita is adding a cordless microwave to their XGT system of cordless power tools. There has been April Fool's Day jokes and mocks up over the years, but Makita is really introducing the first ever cordless microwave that is directly powered by a cordless tool batteries. So probably what happened is somebody out there made the April Fool's joke in the past about, hey, Makita's going to make a microwave. And so probably what happened, the Japanese company Makita and their team of guys probably, were just sitting around round table discussion and talking and joked about it, and probably say, you know what, let's try that and see what the world will think. It says the Makita cordless microwave can deliver 500 watts of power for up to 8 minutes, after which it automatically switches to a lower power 350 watt mode. It has an 8-liter 0.28 cubic feet capacity with 2 XGT 40-volt max 8 amp-hour batteries installed. The cordless microwave can reheat about 11 refrigerated lunches and 20 drinks, each 200 milliliters or 6.8 ounce drinks. Now, for those who don't know much about microwaves, a 500 watt microwave is a pretty low powered microwave, and so according to Makita, you're only going to get 500 watts of heating time, 8 minutes. You're only going to get 500 watts for about 8 minutes. Then it's automatically going to switch to a 300 watt mode. And then after that, your batteries are going to be completely dead. So basically, this thing is definitely going to be a battery eater. Anything in the electrical heating, like your griddles, microwaves, your corded microwaves, and all that stuff, they obviously take up a lot of power to heat up. Any kind of heating element that is electrical is going to take a lot of electricity to simply heat up and do whatever, whether it's heating up water or in this case heating up food or even electric heaters are power hungry and stuff. So there's that, so this little microwave, it's gonna take a, running on batteries, you ain't gonna obviously get a whole huge lot of run time on it. So yeah, and after 8 minutes, it's already gonna lose a lot of power and it's gonna go to a low power 350 mode. With a 2 XGT 40-volt max 8 amp hour batteries installed, the cordless microwave can reheat about 11 refrigerated lunches to 20 drinks and so on. So yeah, and that's the thing, you have to keep that in mind about that when running in one of these. Our heating element requires a lot of power to work. So kind of having a hard time explaining that, so forgive me. Makita says that, and I hope you understand what I'm getting at. Makita says that their new cordless microwave lets you heat food in many different environments where there might not be an AC power source. Like for example, this would be probably handy if you're out on a construction site, and you just want to quick heat up a hot pocket, and you have this thing, and you obviously can't, you have nowhere to plug in a corded microwave, or the generator is being used and you don't want to wait around to plug in a microwave. That might be kind of some scenario there. The microwave is advertised as being suited for building and construction site, obviously, because that's where a lot of people use Makita tools, because Makita, they specialize in drills, cordless drills, saws, and all that sort of thing. So obviously, it would make perfect sense to market this towards building and construction sites, in car dining, long road trip. You don't want to stop somewhere for a snack. Disaster preparedness, off grid, proper, obviously. Given Makita's growth in outdoor recreational space, I would anticipate the microwave also being marketed for camping, tailgate, and other such activities. And also on this website, you can also see Makita's Outdoor Ventures, a new 18-volt cordless power tool series, which later on in the near future, when I get the money, I do want to buy some Makita outdoor adventure tools and put them to the test and do a ton of research of seeing what they have available in their outdoor adventures, because I'm into the camping, outdoor, off-grid stuff, so it'll be neat to see what they have there. Here's a picture of the guy carrying it with a holding strap and handle and everything. Almost kind of reminds me of almost like a big old like electric power station, or kind of like a big old music speaker almost. The microwave features a folding top handle and optional carry strap loops through slots in the handle for additional carrying options. I think it's great that it's got a fold down handle, so that way you can tuck it in like a tight space or put it on a shelf somewhere where space is kind of where it's not very tall and stuff. So having a fold down handle, I can see where that's very handy. And the Makita cautions additional carry options for additional carry options. Makita cautions that the microwave cannot be used for storage or carrying things. It is not a toolbox. So that's a good thing, because the way this world is, people common sense. So they're letting people know you can't use it as a storage box or anything. It weighs 8.8 kgs, 19.4 pounds without battery. So basically, this thing weighs about 20 pounds, and yeah, you're definitely not taking that hiking with you. And if you do, you probably got some muscles. But yeah, so this would be something if you're going to use it in a camping situation, you're obviously just going to leave it at base camp, or you're not going to take it hiking with you through the woods. You're going to obviously just leave it at your base camp and stuff, because way it weighs. And the microwave will immediately deactivate if the door is open during use, and there is a additional safety feature that deactivates the microwave if it's tilted. So basically, if you tilt it or probably knock it off your picnic table or whatever, it's automatically going to shut it down, which is a good thing. So if the heating element gets joggled around or something inside there, it won't cause a fire or anything. Hopefully. The cordless microwave also features a USB port for charging electronic devices. Its USB-A port can deliver a maximum output of 2.4 A 4 amps at 5 volts, 5V, and one charging time approximate attached batteries. Output mode for 350 and 400 watts. There's a little chart there. Makita provided a handy chart with approximate runtime when powered by two XGT batteries. Keep in mind that the 500-watt operation is limited to 8 minutes before automatically switching to 350 watts, presumably with a cool down time required. So basically what's going to happen is, if you're trying to cook something for 8 minutes at 500 watts, or you got to cook something longer and it's going to take longer than 8 minutes, you're only going to get 500 watts for 8 minutes, and then after 8 minutes, it's going to switch over to 350, where there'll be probably a cool time required where it's basically not going to work for a while, and then it's going to work again, where obviously, and that could be kind of confusing because you might have it set at the maximum 500 watts, and then you use up your 8 minutes, then it quits working, and it might cuss you out, because if you don't realize what's going on, then you're gonna think it's defective and probably get mad or something at it. So you might want to take that in consideration if you purchase this. Take it in consideration that. So that'll be most likely they're warning people that, hey, there might be a cool down time required according to this article. So where it will, after 8 minutes, the 500-watt option will be kind of obsolete until you recharge your batteries, and then it will just switch over to 350 watts after the 8 minutes 500 watts is used up. At this time, Makita has only announced the XGT microwave in Japan. It will cost 71,500 yen, 540 US dollars at this time of this posting, excluding the VAT for the tool/appliance only. It's one of those things where if you buy this microwave, you're just getting the tool only, no batteries. If Makita also plans to launch this here in the US, would you buy one? And then down below, there's a bunch of people's comments about it. So if you click on this article, go and you read it, and then you can go down below and see what other people say too on this website comment. But my thoughts is on this, it's definitely a game changer, that's for sure. To me, what it's gonna do is if it's successful, I can tell you right now, Makita are releasing this in the Japanese market, and they decide to bring it over here in the U.S. I can tell you right now, if it's successful, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Ryobi, all the other Craftsman, their tool line, Kubota, all these companies that make cordless power tools and Makita's competitors, I can tell you right now they're gonna take note. I can tell you right now Makita is definitely thinking outside the box on this one here. Because really, who would have even thought a cordless microwave? I happened to found out about this watching some YouTube video talking about power tools and stuff, and they just happened to say Makita released a microwave, and so I thought maybe I'd do a video about it because I thought, oh, wow, that's kind of interesting, a battery operated microwave. Now, is this going to be more of a novelty gimmick item? I don't know how good it's going to be. It'd be one of those I'd have to buy one and test it out for myself if I had the money, but it's definitely going to be a neat item for people who live off grid and they don't have a huge like power grid system. They don't have a huge like solar setup, and their off grid electrical system is very limited. It's going to be probably good for those people and that don't use a microwave a whole lot. They just here and there they make them a hot pocket or something. Now, if I had this right now, I'd be definitely trying to figure out how to cook a nice TV dinner, like a nice banquet mega meal TV dinner, or a Hungry Man TV dinner in this, or something like that. I'd be definitely trying to figure out how to cook those in this bad boy. But is it going to be useful? Is it going to be practical? Well, the thing is it's going to boil down to the price. Like when they release it in the U.S. market, how much is it going to cost? That's what's going to get a lot of people. Because if the price is not right, I guarantee you the consumer market is going to be like, no way, Jose. Because think about it. Because if it's going to cost more than a normal like Blue Eddy power station in a small standard 500-watt microwave, then not many people are gonna catch on because they do make small 500-watt corded microwaves, and if you have like the proper like power station like the Anart, the Blue Eddy, and the General Arc and Jackeries and those big old battery power stations that you can charge with solar and stuff. If you have one of those that can power a 500-watt microwave, you might be better off than instead of buying this thing. And with one of those and the right kind of power station, you would get a lot longer runtime versus trying to run this off from two Makita batteries because heating elements need a lot of electricity to sometimes to heat up and stuff. So that's the thing. If you're somebody that's just here and there once in a blue moon gonna make you a hot pocket, this might be the perfect setup for you if you don't really care to use a microwave and you don't have a huge off grid electrical setup. But it's definitely in the cordless battery power market is definitely, I think, going to be a game changer if it becomes successful. Where like Milwaukee, DeWalt, Ryobi, and all these, they're going to definitely be taking note, and they probably already are taking note and saying, "Hey, maybe we need to start thinking outside the box." Because that's the thing; it's definitely thinking outside the box. That's for sure. You know, and but is it just a novelty gimmick item? I don't know. That's the thing, but I do think it's neat. It looks like it's going to be something that would, fit perfect in a small space. This might even be something good for people who are nomads that are living in their converted vans to camper motorhomes and RVs. The nomad people that live life on the road. This might be a good thing for them. Like that Bob Wells from Cheap RV Living. I like watching this YouTube channel, so it might be something perfect for somebody like him or whoever, or somebody that lives in a small, tiny house that doesn't have a whole lot of space, and it might be something perfect for them that can't have a big old solar power station and a small microwave. Because that's the thing, if you buy a regular corded microwave, you got to have a big old electric power station generator thing, and then you got two things taking up basically prime real estate, and then with this you just have this and then a few batteries. So, and if you're somebody that doesn't use a microwave a lot, this might be the thing for you. But if you're somebody that uses a microwave a lot, might not then it might not be the thing. But if you're only like once in the blue moon using a microwave, this might be the thing for you. But I don't know. I think it's gonna boil down to the price. It's definitely gonna be one of those. It's not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be. I imagine this thing probably around $500, or who knows? It might even be one of those things where they might even try to sell it for $1,000, but I'd probably imagine around 500 or something. And and if you already got like a big giant power station, but you're looking for a small microwave, and this is $500, you might be better off just getting a basic cheap corded one that hooks up to your big old main power station. But I don't know. But I think it's definitely going to be a game changer, but I don't know if it's going to be actually practical or something that's actually going to be really useful per se. Now, if I had the money at the time when if they released this in the U.S. market, if I had the money at the time and I knew I could afford it to do a video about it, I'd definitely buy it and put it to the test if I had the money to blow and just to see what it would do. And because in a power outage, I would say this would be pretty nifty in a power outage if you say your power's going to be out for a couple hours and you kind of want to settle your stomach, but you ain't got a gas stove or anything like that, and you need to quit, and you don't really have a gas generator to run your regular microwave, or you don't have any sort of power station to run your microwave, and you have Makita batteries, you already had a bunch of Makita batteries, this would and you had this would be probably perfect for you if you just wanted to quick throw your hot pocket in there and get you something in your stomach to settle your stomach, and you don't feel like driving to the next town over to their restaurants or whatever. So yeah, I can see where this may be kind of a handy little thing, but you know, it's gonna all boil down to the price and how well does it actually work, and and how long is it gonna take to cook your food before the battery goes dead on you. I imagine being this trying to be a microwave, this might be one of those things where more get your batteries in there and more power this thing up, and then like it says, after 8 minutes, then it drops down to 350 watts, and then depending on how long your TV dinner or whatever you're trying to cook is going to take to cook, it's going to determine how much time you got left before the battery dies on it, and then you have to get out of battery. So it's definitely going to be one of the things. If you're going to be using it a lot, you're definitely going to need batteries, that's for sure. But what I think would be neat what they should do is have this set up where you can have the option of running it off of battery or simply plugging it into a standard. They're like outlet have a standard power cord that you can plug in to run it off your power source too. So you can have both options where you can run it off from battery or plug it in as well. That's what I think would be a little neat thing to do. And it also got where you can plug in your cell phone to charge up your cell phone, so it does have a USB ports on it. So you can run some other small little USB appliances. Maybe if you had like a little USB, little like warmer coffee pot or something, you can probably run off of that. But yeah, definitely is a neat. I personally think it's definitely a neat idea, and it's definitely, to me, I feel like a game changer. It's gonna, if it's successful, it's definitely gonna make all the. To me, I feel like it will make, if it's successful, it's definitely going to make all the other battery battery operated cordless tool companies out there. It's definitely gonna make Makita's competitors think, joggle their mind and make them think, hey, maybe we need to start thinking outside the box too, I think it's great that Makita is trying this, they're testing it out in the Japanese market before they basically release it to the world and stuff, because usually that's how it goes. Market it in one country and then see what they think and then release it to the US, and then once it's released in the US, I guarantee you it's going to be released to wherever other countries where Makita is sold. But I can definitely see where this might be useful and handy and stuff. But the thing is, I don't know per se, is it going to be really practical? How is it? It depends on how well it works. The product actually works. You'd have to just basically buy it and test it out for yourself to see. And if they bring it to the U.S. market and I have the money at the time, I would probably look into buying it and doing videos about it and stuff, and doing a full product review video about it if I had the money and to do so and stuff, and see how it works. Because I would definitely be trying to see if a hungry man or a banquet, a regular standard size single person TV dinner, how that would all work out on it. But I think it's a neat idea. I think it's kind of neat they're trying something, because I always thought that would be a neat thing to do, is make, like a microwave, griddles, hot plates, make more kind of, I guess you call it off grid friendly. We get more into off grid friendly, like hot plates and griddles and all that stuff. More off grid friendly appliances there and stuff. And so I definitely like what Makita's trying to do there on this and stuff. And they're definitely thinking outside the box and trying these wild ideas. And I hope it's successful for them. I hope this turned out to be a successful thing and stuff. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. I think it's a neat thing. If I had the money and could afford it, I'd buy one and try it out and see. I definitely see how. I definitely see if you already have a bunch of their Makita batteries and the XGT batteries. If you already have those batteries and stuff, and but you don't have like a generator or any kind of way to cook food in like a power outage situation, or you live in like a area where you get really bad storms and stuff that knock out power, I can see where this would be useful for that person that already has Makita tools and stuff, and you want to quit way to just quit heat up like a microwave to settle in your stomach and stuff. Obviously it's not going to be a super powerful microwave from what they're saying. So yeah, but hope you liked this sort of content. Give this video a thumbs up if you thought this video was good. Comment below your thoughts. Do you think this is a neat, cool product or whatever? You think it's a good idea, bad idea? If you're a specialist in electrical batteries and all that stuff, comment your thoughts. What do you think of Makita? I personally never use Makita products. I'm a DeWalt tool guy, so I know a little bit more about DeWalt tools versus Makita tools and the other lines of tools. So I actually didn't even realize Makita made a battery line called XGT 40 volt max. I probably seen it advertised in Home Depot and Lowe's and number stores, and just never paid much attention to it, but never knew Makita had that type of battery line and stuff. I definitely gotta educate myself more on all the other battery tool lines out there and stuff. And so maybe in the near future, if they bring this to the U.S. market, maybe would be a start to learning Makita products and stuff. I would like to try out in the near future when I had the money their outdoor adventure set. I'd love to give that a try and stuff, because I'm into the camping outdoor stuff. So yeah. definitely gonna be a game changer, but I'm a little worried about is it gonna be actually practical and useful. I don't really know how to really explain what I'm thinking. Basically, my final thoughts is it going to be practical? Is basically what it's gonna be. But yeah, comment below your thoughts and share this video if you really like this video. It definitely helps me out. And if you'd like to help on Boomhauer 69's channel, support the channel, you can always um donate to the PayPal account to help me be able to make videos and stuff if you wish to do so. And yes, in the near future, I am working on getting a PO box for fan mail stuff. So look forward for look forward to that in future videos. I am working on getting a PO box set up. And I'll make a big announcement about that when I do and stuff. So yeah, hope you all have a good day and thank you for watching this video. How I found out about this product is I just happened to be watching a YouTube video talking about different types of tools that were coming out, and they happened to bring that Makita's trying out this tool. As of right now, this is only available in Japan. And they're just testing out in Japan as of right now, and I don't know when they're going to release it to the U.S. market or is ever. They're basically right now using the Japanese market as their guinea pig. But hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching Boomhauer 69's channel.